As the war between Israel and Hamas heats up, there has been a lot of turmoil within the Democratic Party. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video today. It is time that we talk about the chaos that is unfolding within the Democrat Party. Because as many of you know by now, there's a war happening between Israel and Hamas. And while the Republican Party has been, generally speaking, unified on supporting Israel, the Democrat Party, on the other hand, oh boy, it's been the complete opposite. A lot of bickering, infighting, shit-slinging, whatever you want to call it, between two factions with the Democrat Party. The pro-Israel faction and the anti-Israel faction. It's like 50-50. I'm not even kidding when I say that. I really do think it's 50% of Democrats are pro-Israel in this situation, while the other half, not so much. So we're going to be discussing what's going on here and all that good stuff. But first, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. Now, let me be clear. I'm not going to say that, if you're not 100% on board with infinite Israel, you're anti-Israel. I'm not saying that. I'm getting real sick of people like Ben Shapiro. Listen, I support Israel in this situation. But just because I do, I'm not for $600 billion of aid towards Israel. I'm not. I support humanitarian aid, sure. But past that, and in limited quantities, not so much. However, the Democrats, on the other hand, have been complete and total hypocrites, mostly, on this issue of foreign aid and their support randomly of being anti-Israel. Hell, some of them are even flat out supporting Hamas on our campuses. I'm not even kidding. Go look at these videos where these people are harassing Jewish students, having signs that said Hamas was right. I'm not saying everybody's doing that, but there's definitely some people that thought Hamas did the right thing. There's some Democrats that really think that. But this video is focused solely on, well, mostly, on the bickering between Congresswoman Rashid Talib and President Biden. Because that's where things really, yesterday, really got out of hand, I would say. So let's get into it. Democrat Congresswoman Rashid Talib of Michigan accused President Joe Biden of supporting the genocide of the Palestinian people in a video posted Friday. Really? The genocide of the Palestinian people. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I mean, these people, I'm just stunned. I understand this crap's been going on for God knows how many years now. But in this latest round of chaos, who attacked? Who? Hamas did. I'm not going to say that Israel's going to do everything 100% clean on the books. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, however, that this LARP that secretly, Biden supports the genocide of Palestinians. What? I don't think so. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. The ethnic cleansing. The roughly 1.5-minute video posted on X features footage from protests in Talib's home state of Michigan, as well as California, New York, and battleground states like Pennsylvania and Ohio, where people held Palestinian flags and chanted phrases like "Free Palestine." But what the Talib doesn't mention, or doesn't include in the videos, who these voters are. She's trying to make it sound like it's every American. Bull crap. 99.9% of these people that are in these Palestinian rallies, they're Democrats. They're not like, old school Democrats that voted for Trump or something. They've been voting straight Democrat for 20 years, if at least. It's just exaggeration, but it's like, these are not swing voters. I mean, you look at the demographics of these rallies, it's clear. It's younger, it's Muslim, it's more diverse. Who do you think these voters are going to vote for? They're not swing voters. These are partisan Dems in most situations, happening more and more frequent on college campuses. Gee, I wonder who they support for president. But it's kind of funny because, well, not funny, but just kind of ironic, because Talib mentioned something that really caught a lot of people's attention. The video closes with Talib saying, "We will remember in 2024, followed by the text that says, "Biden supported the genocide of Palestinian people," written in old capital letters. That's a part that a lot of people are talking about, and I even brought this up. The Democrat coalition, when you really look at it, is a big coalition, but here's the problem. The coalition, all it takes for the Democrat coalition to fall apart, something happened in Israel. I mean, 50% of the Democrat Party is pro-Israel. The other half, not so much. I'm not saying they're, pro-Hamas. There's a couple of them, but I'm not saying they're pro-Hamas or anything like that. I'm just saying that they're not necessarily pro-Israel. And, well, all it took was a group like Hamas to attack Israel and, well, this to happen. These voters are probably not going to vote Republican. Let's be clear about that. Unless it's some, Democrats that are pro-Israel that are, saying, what the hell are the Democrats saying? Wait, Talib is saying we need to support Hamas and stuff? What the hell? Screw this. I'm going to vote for Trump. You could see that situation, say, in, New York City with Jewish voters. But the vast majority of these voters that are protesting, they may just not vote. They may just protest and say, we're not voting next year, as an FU to Biden. That's how fragile that coalition really is. All it takes is one shit show like that in Israel to happen for it to fall apart. And it seems like the coalition is starting to implode on itself. The post comes the day after Talib, the only Palestinian American in Congress, said that Americans do not support funding for war crimes and took direct aim at Biden in his statement. As the Israeli government carries out ethnic cleansing in Gaza. What? Ethnic cleansing. The Prime Minister of Israel's citizens are protesting his refusal to support a ceasefire. What? That's bullcrap. They're protesting and pissed off at the Prime Minister because he failed them. He failed in leadership. He failed in protecting the people of Israel. It was an intelligence agency failure at what happened. That's why people are pissed off at him. Not because, he's not giving in to Hamas. Oh my gosh, we gotta protest. There's some of that maybe. But it's like, people are pissed off at him because he failed. We must be laser focused on saving lives, no matter their faith or ethnicity. Really? What about the war in Russia and Ukraine? You gonna say something about that? Russia and Ukraine, I really don't care. That war, I just care about stopping the killing. And this asshole suddenly is worried about saving lives. Really? Then why do you support infinite amount of money to Ukraine? Why do you support the continuing the war in Ukraine? Why? Won't say a word about that. But Israel, suddenly it's a big issue. You just start looking at it, it's like, what? That's not, no. If you're going to say this about Israel, that's one thing, but be consistent and say the same thing about the Russian war, saying we should be focused on a ceasefire. But nope, she won't. Or these other progressives. They won't. Talib is one of the growing number of Muslim American leaders in swing states who have been warning Biden that he is losing support in their communities ahead of the next presidential election because of his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. Biden said last week that the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza needed to increase, a day after Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said humanitarian pauses must be considered, so food, water, medicine, and other essential humanitarian assistance can flow into Gaza. Talib has repeatedly called for a ceasefire in the war in the wake of Hamas attacks that involved seizing hostages and killing about 1,400 people. And you notice we had a bunch of Americans taken hostage? Won't say a damn word about that. Where's the statements about, hey, we gotta get these people out of there? It is a complete and total disgrace that there is a sitting congresswoman that she won't say a word about the war in Ukraine. Oh, we have to stop the killing. No, we gotta kill as many Russians as possible, she would say for that. But the war in Israel, oh no, Israel has no right to defend itself. Again, I don't want people to get killed, but what happened in Israel is awful. There needed to be a response. Now, there are questions about what Israel's response should have been, whatever. Fine, you can debate that all you want. But this entire argument just makes no logical sense. It's bizarre. But it does really raise questions about Biden. About what is Biden's next response to this? Because it appears there are many Democrats getting pissed off at Biden for the handling of Israel. Just see what happens. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.